Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY, and today we are lubricating our treadmill belt and our elliptical. So these machines, obviously, they go for a while, but they do need to be lubricated. So how do you know when you're gonna need it? The treadmill will grab, and all of a sudden you'll feel it grab and it won't be a nice smooth glide. Kind of same with the elliptical. It'll all of a sudden just not feel nice and smooth. But the elliptical tells you a little bit more because it'll start to squeak. You'll start getting this squeak, 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 squeak every time you do it. So that's when you know you need some lubrication on it also. I will leave a link down in the description on which lubricant I'm using. It doesn't matter which brand as long as it's 100% silicone. But this one, I really like this kit, and I'll show you why. Let's get this thing open. And I've used this kit before, but what I like about it is everything stays really organized in this kit. So how this kit comes is you've got your lubricant, and then it has these long straws or tubes that'll help you get clear up underneath the treadmill. And then it has a couple different tips to the lubricant bottle itself, so depending on what you're using it for. These are just some caps for the top of the tube, so if you just leave the whole thing together, you don't have to put it back in the packaging. But let's go ahead and get this thing open, and we'll get it set up so I can show you how I do the treadmill belt. Okay, so I am going to use the long straw so we can reach as far up underneath the belt as possible. Now, there could be a port on your treadmill. Some of the newer ones have a little port for the lubricating, like a little lubricating port. So you just can attach this right to it and squeeze the silicone into that port. This one does not. And so we are gonna do it manually using this straw. So I just took the other cap off, put this guy on, and then what we're gonna do is reach underneath the belt, and we'll just kind of go back and forth with it like this. Okay, so how you do this, normally we could put this up, but I wanted to keep it flat so you could see. But the belt lifts up on the sides just like this, okay? So then we're gonna just take this and go clear up underneath as far as we can. It's a little easier if you're not sitting on it, but we're just gonna go clear up underneath and just start squeezing until we start seeing, you know, the silicone. I'm gonna go like this so you can see the silicone come out of the tube. You see how that comes out like that? It's really super easy. So I'm just gonna take it and go clear up underneath while squeezing the tube. And you'll feel it all of a sudden start to slip because the silicone is doing its job. So you'll just go up and down all the way like this. And if you can shove it in as far as you can, that's great. And I'll just go up and down the belt like this. It does not take that much. So we'll go that much, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll do the same thing on this side here. And if you can get it up underneath, the farther you can get it up underneath, the better, obviously, because you can see where the middle of the treadmill is. So if you can get it in that far, then you're meeting it in the middle from both sides, if that makes sense, what I'm saying. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it up here. And I'm just kind of going up and down both of it, both sides, just like that. And then hopefully I've got a pretty good distribution of it through just this top part here. That's as far as I'm gonna go for now, because then what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the treadmill on. And I like to go on a slow speed. And then I'm just gonna walk across the front where I just put all that silicone. So I'm just gonna kind of slowly work it all the way to the back of the belt, just so we can get a pretty good even distribution of the silicone. So I'll just kind of work all the way back like this. And I'll just kind of walk it through all areas of the belt. Kind of come back up the same. And if it was grabbing, it's gonna obviously stop grabbing really quick. And hopefully you'll be able to see a difference. So what this treadmill was doing is it was grabbing, so as we were walking or running, it would like grab and do a little stutter. So that's how you know you need the lubricant again. All right, I'm gonna crank it up a little bit and just let the belt itself distribute the silicone evenly throughout the rest of the belt. All right, so that's as easy as it is to lubricate the belt for your treadmill. Super easy. Now, the elliptical is even easier, because the elliptical, if you have one like this is kind of an old school elliptical, so they all vary, but the idea is you want to be able to lubricate where the wheels are on the track. So our elliptical, you can actually lift it up and you see where all the dust collects over years and years of use. But to lubricate this, all we do, in fact, before I do it, I'm going to clean up all this dust. Let's go ahead and clean it up and then I'll show you what we do with this. Okay, to clean this, it comes off really, really easy. I'm just taking a microfiber towel, just an old one that I don't care about, so I can throw it away. And I'm just gonna rub. You can see how easy it comes right off this wheel. So kind of a before and after, see how it just comes straight off. So I'm just gonna go around the entire wheel and get all of that dust off. Do it on both sides. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but we'll just kind of get that cleaned up. Then before I put this back down, I'm going to do the same thing on the track itself and just rub that clean. And it should come off pretty fast and easy, because if you still have some lubricant still on there from before, it's going to help pull all that off. But that's looking a lot better. You can see how gross that is in there. It'd be a little easier if I just kind of help it along. But you can see how gross it is over on this side. So you can see how easy it is to wipe off with the microfiber towel. There we go. So we got it pretty clean. Some of this obviously is not going to come off, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and wipe the track off again on this side. Okay, so check it out, how gross that rag is. Okay, now that we've got this all cleaned up, this is the same lubricant that you can use on both machines, just because it's 100% silicone. It's a silicone lubricant. So how I like to do that, so see, this thing will move forward and back, right? So you can either lift it off. I like to lift it off the track, just like that. Just kind of hold it up off to the side. And then I'm just gonna go like a zigzag. Here comes the silicone, there it goes. So I just go back and forth like this, all the way across the track like this, anywhere it's gonna touch. Then I'm gonna put that down. We'll move to the other side, do the same exact thing. And I'll just go back and forth all the way down. This one is super easy to do, because that's all you're doing is just where it's gonna touch like that. So then it has to be worked in. So I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth with it like this. You see it's starting to get on the wheels. And then I'm gonna actually get on it. And work it in. And this one's way more quiet after you put the lubrication on it. All right, so now that I've worked it in, you can come in and see the track. And some of the silicone's still gonna just kind of be there, dripping off the side, but that doesn't really matter. So as long as you've got it evenly coated, this is now nice and coated. Okay, so that is just a basic way of lubricating your machines. There is obviously a lot more that you can do to them, where the wheels, the different areas, the bearings and things like that, if you start having more problems beyond this. But this is going to take care of 99% of any of the issues that you'd have with your machines. But it's pretty simple. It only takes just a minute, and this is going to last a long time depending on how much you use it. But that treadmill belt, I think I've only done it maybe 3 or 4 times over 5 years. So it's not something that needs to be done very often. If you get the silicone, it's a little bit thicker and it will last a little bit longer. Same with on the elliptical. But anyway, hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, make sure you hit a like. Make sure you subscribe. We have all kinds of stuff coming out all the time on fix it here, fix it there. If there's something that you want fixed or you're not sure how to do it, leave us a comment down below and we'll see if we can figure it out for you. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.